Risk management concepts. Opportunity and risk come in pairs. Bangambiki Habyaramana, the great pearl of wisdom. Senior management must commit to the risk management process. Risk management policy. Risk management policy is a formal statement of senior management's commitment to risk management. Risk management policy also provides risk management direction. A risk management policy must include the overall risk management plan and list the risk management team and list the risk management team's objectives, responsibilities, and roles, acceptable level of risk, risk identification process, risk and safeguards mapping, safeguard effectiveness, monitoring process and targets, and future risk analysis plans and tasks. Risk management team. Risk management team's goal is to protect the organization and assets from risk in the most cost-effective way. Risk assessment. A risk assessment is a tool used in risk management to identify vulnerabilities and threats, assess the impact of those vulnerabilities and threats, and determine which controls to implement. Risk assessment analysis has 4 goals. Identify assets and asset value. Identify vulnerabilities and threats. Calculate threat probability and business impact. Balance threat impact with countermeasure cost. Information and asset value and costs. The 6 following considerations can be used to determine the asset's value. Value to owner. Work required to develop or obtain the asset. Costs to maintain the asset. Damage that would result if the asset were lost. Cost that competitors would pay for asset. Penalties that would result if the asset were lost. Identity threats and vulnerabilities. Identify vulnerabilities and threats to an asset, considering the threat agents is. First, threat agents can be grouped into 6 categories: human, natural, technical, physical and operational. Human includes both malicious and non-malicious. Insiders and outsiders. Terrorists, spies, and terminated personnel. Natural includes floods, fires, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, or other natural disasters or weather events. Technical includes hardware and software failure, malicious code, and new technologies. Physical includes CCTV issues, perimeter measures failure, and biometric failure. Environmental includes power and other utility failure, traffic issues, biological warfare, and hazardous material issues. Operational includes any process or procedure that can affect CIA. When the vulnerabilities and threats have been identified, loss potential must be determined. Loss potential is determined by using the likelihood of the event with the impact. An event with a high likelihood and a high impact would be given more importance than an event with a low likelihood and a low impact. 2 different types of risk analysis: quantitative risk analysis and qualitative risk analysis. Quantitative risk analysis. A quantitative risk analysis assigns monetary and numeric values. Exposure factor, F, is the percent value or functionality of an asset that will be lost when a threat event occurs. Single loss expectancy, SLE, is the monetary impact of each threat occurrence. To determine the SLE, you must know the asset value, AV, and the exposure factor, F. SLE equals AV times F. Annualized rate of occurrence, ARO, is the estimate of how often a given threat might occur annually. ALE is the expected risk factor of an annual threat event. To determine the ALE, you must know the SLE and the annualized rate of occurrence, ARO. The calculation for the ALE is ALE equals SLE times ARO. Qualitative risk analysis. Qualitative risk analysis does not assign monetary and numeric values. Qualitative risk analysis techniques are brainstorming, Delphi technique, storyboarding, focus groups, surveys, questionnaires, checklists, one-on-one meetings, interviews. Some hybrid risk analysis use of both quantitative and qualitative risk analyses.